Well, I've been trying to show people how basically ridiculous alternative therapies, such as the Gerson therapy, for example, really are, and that they've got no scientific evidence to back them up of any kind. Because that's what we need. We need evidence. If you're going to make claims that, you know, you have 100%, you know, cure rating, you've got to provide the evidence that you do so. I will make the, you know, I believe it's James Randi's saying, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And as I've been commenting on a couple of other videos now, evidence or GTFO. And I've noticed the pattern of, let's say, the arguments that are normally given, even after I've provided, you know, actual evidence from far more reputable sources than they can provide. The first one is always, oh, you're being paid by someone. Well, no, I'm not being paid by anyone. I work in the media industry, and one of the things I actually do is editing. If I wanted to, these videos could be a heck of a lot better, but I choose not to, because I do these for a bit of fun, and it's just something to do off the top of my head, more to improve sort of my public speaking activities. So I'm not doing any of this for money, which is one of the things, or I'm not a shill or working for anyone. That's one of the things we tend to get called. The second is, oh, it's all about, you know, if this therapy came to light, well, it'd cut into the drug company's profits. No, it would not. If the drug companies, right, if the Gerson therapy could prove 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that their therapies worked and that they could provide scientific evidence that they could do, the drug companies would start to produce products related around the Gerson therapy. It would not cause them a single bit of profit loss, because all they do is they just start turning out that. And if your therapy's right, remember, your key ingredient is fresh, you know, home fruit and vegetables. So why then is that industry not supporting you? Because they've got far more money to make out of this, if this turns out to be true, than the drug companies possibly ever would. And here's the thing, it's not like the Gerson Institute and the other people that promote their other ridiculous, you know, therapies and treatments don't have their own profit motive. Because they do. Just look how much it actually costs to go to one of these clinics and then buy their products and supplements. It's not free. And of course the next one is the blatant refusal. First of all, to show evidence. The first is, oh, it's so easy to find evidence. Okay, then why don't you show me if it's so easy? And you'll get two things. You'll either get someone who claims they were cured by going on the Gerson therapy. Well, unfortunately, that's not reliable at all. The person may have been misdiagnosed. They might have been receiving normal treatment as well as doing the Gerson therapy, and that's generally the case. It's either one or the other. It's one or the other two, and they cannot provide any scientific evidence that it was the Gerson therapy that cured them. Or they'll produce hilarious papers, like the one that the Gerson therapy showed, where they had 5 people, yes, 5 people, when normally in these type of clinical trials they can run into the hundreds, not just 5. Because 5 people is nothing in the grand scheme of things. And then in the paper itself, in the results, the very first line is, "We do not know what has caused the longevity of these patients, but we think it's the Gerson therapy." So, you know, well, must have been doing the Gerson therapy. Well, it must have been down to that then. You know, forget, you know, any medicine that they've, you know, been taking, you know, from doctors, treatments, or anything like that. You know, it's all down to the Gerson therapy. But those are just a small amount of... In fact, those are the 3 most common things that happen. And it's truly, truly worrying to basically see that, you know, and these people talk about, oh, I've been, you know, brainwashed by, you know, modern science. At least I have the evidence to back up what I'm saying. At least I'm not the one that's been, you know, brainwashed to think that, you know, you're getting better when you're not. Or to think that, you know, these stupid ass treatments work. Or that, you know, oh, it's all to do with, you know, modern medicine's got nothing to do with actually, you know, healing you properly. That's the worst one. And that's just so ridiculous, I cannot believe people even try to bring that up. Because what is the role of a doctor? To make you better. Right? It's to treat whatever ailment you are having. It is not a doctor's responsibility to make you feel happy, as very often these people seem to do. So, those are just some of the fun that I've been having over the past, since December, since I started this, since I started doing videos about this alternative therapy. I'm sure I'll get a lot more,